What was Kyrie Irving saying last night?
I have watched that 20-minute video 4.5 times maybe at this point. I'm not really sure what he was saying. He's saying he's not retiring. Okay, that's somewhat of news because that was kind of in the water supply a little bit. But I'm still not sure why he's not being vaccinated. Is he not being vaccinated because he's anti-vaccine and he doesn't trust it? Is he not being vaccinated because he's trying to be some kind of man of the people to stand up for the people that are losing their jobs because of these vaccine mandates? I can tell you, just talking to a couple of people within the Nets organization after Kyrie put that was an aggravating video to some people in Brooklyn because he really didn't answer any of the questions that people have about his reasoning for not getting the vaccine, and he gave no real timetable for when he might come to a decision to make a return. So they are operating blindly on the future of Kyrie Irving in Brooklyn.
Yeah, I wondered when he said the only part that stood out where, there's no follow-up questions is he was given permission. Who gave him permission, and what did they give him permission to do or not do?
I don't know what. I mean, he's given permission by the NBA not to get vaccinated. I mean, I guess that's one way of framing it. Kyrie clearly, the New York City mandate clearly took Kyrie by surprise because, Kyrie's an influential member of the Players Union, and he's a big reason, or one of the reasons at least, that the union didn't go for vaccine mandates when the NBA pushed it. So Kyrie went into the offseason thinking he could do his thing. He'd be subject to these protocols, which are insane, by the way. I know a number of players that got vaccinated just to avoid having to basically be a second-class citizen within your locker room and within your team. But he went into the offseason thinking, if I go through this, then I don't have to get vaccinated. Then the city of New York steps in. They say no exemption for him. And I think that's really thrown Kyrie over the last month. I think for a while he believed that something would happen, something would change, and he would get vaccinated. And I'll be honest, Dan, the New York law doesn't make a lot of sense, mostly because on October 25th, Bradley Beal is going to come to Barclays and play. Like, visiting players are not subject to this mandate by the city. Now, I don't really get why Bradley Beal or Jonathan Isaac or any of the other players that are publicly unvaccinated are allowed to play, but Kyrie Irving is. So I think Kyrie thought all along it was eventually going to work out in his favor. It hasn't. It doesn't look like it's going to. Eric Adams, the presumptive next mayor of New York, has not commented publicly on what he will do if and when he takes office. So this is a situation Kyrie's going to have to deal with for the foreseeable future.
But he's not going to get paid playing at home, and he will get paid for playing on the road or not playing. Joining the team on the road do I have that?
So
correct?
The Nets can't. This is the Nets' decision to basically send him away. It's Sean Marks, it's Joe Tsai who have decided it's not tenable, and I understand that, to have Kyrie participating in practices but only playing in just under half the games of the season. He can't play at Barclays. He can't play at Madison Square Garden. That's 2 more games added on to that. So he'll get just under half of his salary, which I believe is between $15 and $16 million for this season if he doesn't play.